Hello? Is this thing on?
You ham. Oh my God.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, Jonathan.
Welcome to the Hellsing Ultimate Panel. I'm your MC host, Jonathan Klein. I'm Vice President of New Generation Pictures. I directed a series called Ergo Proxy that maybe some of you have seen. And I'm a producer on a little show some of you might have heard of called Hellsing Ultimate.
I think I've heard of it.
Hellsing? What's that? Oh.
I haven't heard of this.
Let's start by introducing our panelists here. So the panelists, starting from my far left.
Oh, hell, it's me. Hey, I'm Patrick Seitz, and... I can't take any credit for that. That was my parents. But I did the voice of Luke Valentine.
Hi, I'm Josh Phillips. I did Jan Valentine.
Hi there, I'm Crispin Freeman. It's so nice to see all of you here.
And I am but a servant of the Hellsing organization.
Don't you love that, Crispin Freeman? Yes. Hey, I'm Ralph Lister. I play Walter.
And my name is Taliesin Jaffe, and I keep all these people in line.
And we are the Hellsing Ultimate Panel. So we highly recommend pissing yourself.
We could just pull one-liners all day.
Followed by a chorus of praying to your impotent God.
Thank you, good night.
Whoever that may be.
So,
So
I don't know, do we talk about it?
I don't
Do
know, we
take
should either
questions, or-
talk or we should just take questions. What do you think?
Oh, God, I can't, I'm, my head's
Who
all,
here-
my head's all
who
volume
here-
3 right now.
All right, well, all right, let's talk a little bit.
Talk.
I should have never put the two of you in a booth
All right.
together. Oh, God.
All right, it's 5 years later since we did the original Hellsing series, gentlemen. What's it all feel like coming back 5 years later and getting a certain do-over now? And
I'm with her.
What will I talk about? Yeah, okay, this is volume 2. We're talking about volume 2 today, so I'll say, yeah, this is nice because this is the last time I get to use my cheat sheet notes from the last time I did this. It's like, what was I? Oh, I don't even know if they make that pill anymore. Oh God, I gotta find. Yeah, being older, it's kind of tough to come back and bring back the punk rock attitude of the first one. So, but it was fun, and I love the Valentine brothers. And I don't know if he's here, but I also have to give great thanks. Do you guys know a guy named Mike McFarlane? I was really tired, and I was working hard to try and get this done. I'm like, oh God, I have vampires and British people and swearing. Who do I know who knows vampires, British people, and swearing? And Mike's like, dude, I'm working on Trinity Blood. You need some help with the script, man. So Mike helped out a lot, making sure that the Valentine brothers were really nasty.
Or at least one of them.
So if you see him, tell me he rocks.
Sweet.
Well.
Ralph, got a...
My lord. What, do I have anything smart to say?
No, come Coming back, 5 years.
5 years. Well, it was delightful to come back. And it's very cool, by the way, having you all here. Thank you for being here. Especially those people that dressed up. Yes! So it's wonderful to be playing Walter again and being this lovely character that he is. And I hope to keep playing him into his increasing wickedness as we go forward. And yes, stick around for that. Coming out in your stores soon, sometime.
Well, I don't know about soon. We're working on soon. I don't know. Sorry about that.
5 years later. Alucard, I believe, was the first character that I worked on once I moved to Los Angeles, because I started working in anime when I was in New York. Little did I know that this would be sort of the flagship title for me in Taliesin, that this would be sort of, everyone would be like, I love you as this, do the voice again. It's a blast. It's so much fun being back with these guys. I could listen to Jan Valentine swear all day long. I think. Fuck!
Yeah, this is NC-17.
I think I need it as my ringtone. I mean, it's just amazing. So it's wonderful to be back and doing this again. And I just put on Victoria Harwood's voice and have her order me around the house, because what could possibly be sexier? So it's good to be back. It's good that you guys wanted to have us back. We really appreciate that. We appreciate all the support that you guys gave us. We thought it was vital to get all the original players back on this show. And we are so grateful that you guys have supported us through all this. So thank you.
I guess that's my turn.
Yeah.
Thank you, good night! 5 years, wow. Is that really how long it took?
I know.
I gotta say, it's a lot better than my biannual prostate exam. All right, that's the best I got. You're not getting anything more funny out of me, but... yeah. Fuck it, why not? Actually, that's exactly what Jonathan told me to do. Just fucking cuss a lot, and everyone will, love it.
Yeah,
Good language is too good for you.
we'll say you came to the panel, we assumed that you knew what you were in for if you'd seen the DVD. It was pretty much so.
Oh,
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. I see people dressed as Integra. I see Alucard out there. I see my brother Luke. Where the hell is Jan? Oh, that's right. All the Jan fans are slackers, so they forgot their uniforms, or they're still at home getting stoned. Like, oh, the panel, right? The panel. Shit, man. No, but I had a lot of fun with this. It was, Taliesin, I really have to give a lot of credit for what Jan became. It was really his baby and his vision, and I kind of followed his lead the whole time. The fact that he became such a popular character was just kind of blind luck for me. But it's really been a lot of fun. Just reading some of the stuff on the internet and just kind of seeing some of the accolades that I've gotten just for being a foul-mouthed little punk. Who would have ever thought that I would actually get paid for that? My mother was so relieved.
you still have that one fan on your MySpace page?
Now there's 3.
That was Jack.
Got 3 now that the ultimate version came out. It's a couple more people. I saw one guy back there. Where is he? Stand up, dude. No, maybe you're not in here. I don't know. Okay, it's back down to 0, so.
Not for long.
And much love to Luke, please.
Dude, that's... Felt my face melting. Wow. Now it was good to come back because when we did the original one, that was only like the second or third thing I'd ever worked on, and like looking back, it's sort of quaint. I hadn't played any villains yet. I'd
Well,
played
you
like
played Saint. You played Saint in Amazing Nurse.
yeah, but he wasn't like villain.
played an
He's like
evil
I'm just
version.
going to sort of see what's going on. I'd played like a goofy single father, like here, be an evil vampire. I'm like evil. I'll try. I don't know. So it was weird going back. It was weird going back because I thought, oh well, I'll just put the Luke hat right back on, and it was tougher than I thought. I'm like, wait, what? Because now I expected myself to know what I was doing, whereas back then I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't even know that I didn't know what I was doing. I was that much of a newbie, but we got there. We found it. Oh, thank you. I feel the love.
Yeah, you're working.
It was good coming back.
Feel the love, do you?
That's a whole nother show. They have those shows. But again, Taliesin helped me sort of find the way. Thank you, Taliesin.
It's just my attempt to torture
Yeah.
you by not letting you have an action figure. That's just,
Yes.
All I want.
We took the Integra figure and just painted the outfit white.
My first question is for Crispin. Now working with the two series, which one did you have more fun making?
Which one did I have more fun making?
The one that paid him more.
Crispin gets to have fun?
That always works. Taliesin doesn't beat me as hard now because I tend to obey a little quicker. I learn faster without the lashings. Tongue or physical. Did I say that out loud? I think I was honestly rather nervous the first go around, so I'm probably having a lot more fun this time just because I can relax a little bit more about it. I can relax, right, Taliesin? Okay, maybe not.
Hello, I love all you guys. I want to thank you so much for making the OVA because it is so good. Love you, Jan. Josh, sorry. But this is for Crispin. First of all, would you, if you... Hey, come on. There is love for all of you here, okay? Plenty coming from me, okay? I wanted to know if you could pick any character throughout the whole series to be in real life, like if you could be a vampire or be, someone who swears 24 hours a day or, just anything, who would you like to be? And mind you, if you pick Alucard, you get the cool hair and the fangs.
Not only do you get the cool hair, but you get the nice guns and the pimp jacket.
There it is!
And the hat. And Integra and Ceres. And I even get to cross-dress later, supposedly.
That's right.
I don't know how you get any better than that. I have to go with Alucard.
Oh. And if you have time later, this is open for you, okay?
Good to know.
Okay, I love you guys all so much. You guys are like my life, Hellsing. But I'm sorry, it is for Crispin. And it may be kind of lame, but I really want to know, did you get plastic surgery or are you just naturally good looking? Because you're like really hot.
I did all his work.
Huh? Actually,
when I first met Crispin, he looked like the back end of an old camel. It didn't take me long to do my little magic on Crispin.
Woo, you did a great job.
He's kind of cute now, isn't he?
Oh my God, seriously, like my best friend said, if you have time later, it's open.
Gotcha. All right.
I think the girls want you to hickey your autograph onto their head.
Wow. That's like better than a cherry stem trick. How do I do that?
Yeah, I'm wondering with Hellsing, especially with all the symbols, there's like the, what's on the back of Alucard's hand, for Hermes is my name, which is a reference to alchemic scrolls and all the other things, what Anderson throws about, all these crazy symbols, what's on the shields when they're running in place. How many of those symbols are actually relevant to what's going on, and how many of them, in your opinion, are just window dressing?
Taliesin, I think you could answer that.
Okay, so, the first trick is you get Hirano and Naito really, really drunk. I'm not allowed to tell that story. No, where do I begin with this? From the time that from the times I've gotten to talk to Hirano about the whole thing, and this is true, I've actually gotten to talk to a lot of Japanese animators in the years. I've been doing this. Oh my God. I need a new portrait. I'm starting to age again. God. Western occultism and Western cultures has kind of a similar, not the same, but a similar fascination in Japan. That's the same way that we have a fascination with Eastern culture and interesting little tidbits. And I used to live in Tokyo, and you'd be amazed how many phenomenal occult books you can find in bookstores all over Tokyo. I found a Japanese copy of Manly P. Hall's Secret Teachings of All Ages, which has like half the Evangelion stuff in it. I think they do have meanings, and the meanings do correspond, but I definitely know that at the core of it, Hirano, from everything he said, it just really wants it to be cool. He strives for cool. That's really what he wants. He wants it more than anything. And I think he does a really good job of it. But it's all about, they're about the cool.
Because I'm interested in like voiceover and maybe some other people here too. And I was wondering what's the best place to start off, and like how were you able to land your role? Like, I don't know, what's the best way or advice if you had to give any? I don't know.
From the producer perspective, voice acting is acting. So you should start by taking acting classes and then develop your voice technique from that. Because that's the whole thing. Basically, people don't come and say, I want to be a voice actor and not take it, not learn acting technique first. So that's where you really need to participate in drama, whether it's plays or local community stuff, or put together your own type of thing, to just basically hone your skills at it and take classes. Crispin, you want to add something?
I think there's no way to say the best way, because there's only your way. I can tell you how I got there, and I do it in interviews all the time, but that was my path, and it can't be yours. And so the thing is, I think the most important thing is obviously to be an actor, but if it's what you really want, then you will find a way. And then you have to be clear with yourself that that's what you want. And if that's what you want, you'll take the acting classes, you'll find the openings. To everyone else, it'll seem like it's a mystery. How in the world did you do it? And when I tell the story, it's like, oh my God, that sounds impossible. You scaled Mount Everest or something. But it was my life, and from my perspective, it's like, no, I just did this and I did that because that's what I wanted to do. Acting is vital. The cool thing about voice acting is any voice is cool. Anything, you can sound like anything. You don't have to have a deep, dark voice. You can have a weird, odd voice. I mean, my friend, I have plenty of friends who play little weird characters in animation all the time. They make a lot of money doing it. That's the cool thing about voice acting is if you are an actor, if you're good at portraying characters believably and, you're very professional about stuff, you will eventually work because they want you.
Strongly recommend focusing on your craft as an actor. And more than anything, get on stage and practice acting. And from there, everything will come. If you want to do voice work, you put yourself on tape, you submit yourself to people, you just do it again and again. You do work, you fall down, you get up, you do it again, you send the stuff out, you keep persistent. And if you really are in love with this expressive art, which is acting, then you just do it.
You need to be an actor, and that means any medium. So I didn't think I was going to be a voice actor. I thought I was going to be an actor, and I started in theater. And then a friend of mine put me in touch with someone, because as soon as you start acting and you start going to classes and you start getting in shows, your network grows exponentially. And then you can start asking the other people in the cast with you, do you do voiceover? Who does a good demo? And you'll find that it's not so far away. It's a fallacy that it's that far away than what you want. If it's what you want, then suddenly you'll find it comes much closer the moment you commit to actually going that route.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
No problem.
Nice Pip.
Thank you. I try. First of all, Hellsing is probably the best dub I've ever heard out of any anime. I mean, Cowboy Bebop is the only rival I can think of. And I've got a question for Ralph and Taliesin. I've heard Crispin, Josh, and Patrick say what it was like to come back and voice their characters, the characters having pretty much changed completely. But what was it like coming back to voice Walter, and what different decisions did you make? Because of all the characters that's changed, he's changed the most. He's got a much more vicious edge, and as you pointed out, he gets wickeder and wickeder.
Well, isn't it lovely playing someone who's vicious? And who's very calm about that. It's always been attractive to me.
We were telling you. I told you.
Well, thank you.
Me too.
I like him. Your question was about what was it like? What was it
like? Did you feel like a huge difference change?
No, not actually very much difference at all. It was a whole chunk of time. So I'd kind of forgotten about Walter, Angel of Death, Dolnays. And suddenly the phone rang and it was, we're doing Hellsing. I go, yes. And just turned on the faucet again. It was like it just flooded back. I watched some of the old stuff, but then went into the studio, and Jonathan was there, and Taliesin was there, and we talked about how the character was again, and pretty much just went down that interpretive path that an actor will do to get to a character, the work that I do. And Walter just popped out again.
Wow. Heavy crowd today. I had fun with it because I have had time to read all like 8 volumes of manga in the last 5 years, which helps. Oh my God, does it help? So I'm getting a chance to, and I will say I feel I've gotten a lot better as a director since the last time. Not that I wasn't happy with what I did, but like the difference between what I could do then and what I can do now, and I've had time to talk to other directors that I respect, and Mary Elizabeth is here, for God's sakes. Oh my God, Cowboy Bebop.
And by the way, Taliesin is an awesome director to work with, really.
And we've got, and I get to sit down with Stephanie Shea and like all these other directors, Jonathan, who's gotten good, and just sort of learn a little bit more about what we're doing. We have Walter now. Walter gets to be funny, like the manga. We get to have the silliness, and we get to have the violence, and we get to play with him again. And it's just a chance to go in. There's always like 2 or 3 things that you watch and go, "Ooh, I wish I had." And now I get to go in and just kind of use an eraser a little bit, rewrite the line a little bit. It's been nice.
Thank you.
Nice costume.
Yeah.
First, I have to ask, where's Sir Integra and Ceres? Where are the ladies?
Sir Integra is at the Hellsing organization in London right now. The actress Victoria Harwood actually is overseas right now, and she would love to be here. Believe me, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She just she went off on her family summer vacation. So, I'll pass along your regards.
And Katie, who plays Ceres, is currently, unfortunately, in the second she just finished recording us for Volume 3 of the show, and then she immediately ran off, I believe, to the Yukon to tour with her band. She's in Alaska right now. So hopefully she won't get eaten by something.
Yeah, we'll give a little plug for her CD.
Oh yeah, she has a CD. You can look up Katie Gray online and get her CD. It's really nice, chill, mellow music. It's fabulous.
Okay, and my request is for Crispin.
Right, the neck thing, we know.
No. So you were recently involved with Final Fantasy Advent Children, and you did a stellar job on Rude, but there was a part I wanted to hear you do more. You would have been the best Sephiroth ever with an Alucard voice. My request is for you to do in a Sephiroth-ish voice, "It's been a while, Cloud, and I will not become a memory."
I will not become a memory.
Yes.
It's been a while, Cloud. I will not become a memory.
Now, see, if I had directed it, I don't know.
And
Just
now my
saying.
knees are all weak.
I actually auditioned for Sephiroth, I think, like 3 different times, so.
Eh.
What's ironic is that I play Superman in the Justice League Heroes game, and the guy who played Superman ended up playing Sephiroth. Super! 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 That was my outtake in the video game for everyone who doesn't know what that was from. The cameraman filming me was laughing too.
I came here from Japan.
Oh, hajimemashite.
はじめまして。こんにちは。And I wanted to say you really done a great job about Hellsing Ultimate. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
And one question is, have you had any words about Hellsing Ultimate from the Japanese staff of Hellsing Ultimate or the author, Mr. Hirano?
Yes, Talis and I have had several meetings with Mr. Hirano and Hideyuki Kurata. We've had several meetings with both of them, and they've shared a lot of the input with regards to the way we did it. They told us what they liked. They told us when we were going to start Ultimate, what they wanted us to try to focus on more in terms of characters, things like that. What else did they tell us, Taliesin?
I asked for a bunch of notes for Volume 3, and I drove up to Seattle a few months ago to say, I'm working on 3, it's really hard, please help. Nothing I really want to talk about yet, because it's all stuff that it's better to left internal so you guys like see it in the show and go, ooh, but yeah, they've actually already seen Volume 2 in English, and yeah, I mean, we get notes.
But they do like it.
Yeah.
They tell us, that they very much enjoy all the voices and all the all the acting and just the way we sort of handled it, gave it a true British feel to the series.
Question: if you could only pick one girl from Hellsing, just one, which one would you pick? E. This will cause controversy for the rest of your life.
If it turns out to be a girl, Rip Van Winkle, man. That's like, I know.
Well,
They're looking
I've always kind of liked Saracen a little. So,
Yeah. Careful.
She's hot.
If I get 2 guns, I get 2 girls. Integra and Ceres, thank you very much.
He's not a
Walter's
girl.
dessert.
I have to go with Integra. I could just see her. I could just see her in like a leather outfit, totally whipping me.
Never a truer word spoken.
Yeah, maybe I should change my mind about that.
I'd go for Saris, but I think she's a little too old for my tastes. There you go. You're catching up.
So gonna tell your girlfriend said that.
Oh, that's oh.
I would hand Integra the phone book and say, just start reading anywhere. Yeah.
And just one last thing. If all your characters, Crispin Freeman, if all your characters that you played got in one room and were locked away, what would they do together?
Oh, I think we know the answer to that.
Ask for more money.
I'm just saying.
I think it's like Schrodinger's cat. You close the box, and what goes on in there? I don't know.
We have a special guest with us today.
I'm a newly and I feel fully honored to be a member of this cast. I'm going to be playing the role of Pip. only he's going to be talking maybe a little different than I usually do.
I think they're okay with it, Yuri.
Just a taste, just a taste.
I guess my question is where you guys are in the recording process now, and if you could say like your favorite line as your characters.
We're actually directly in the middle of episode, literally in the middle of episode 3 right now. We had to kind of stop, take a deep breath, and do this con. I'm a little tired.
Wow.
Hellsing's hard. It's really hard. They want to know, like, I guess they want to hear a quote out of everybody.
Okay, Patrick, you start. Yeah.
My favorite line as the character. What are you? You monster! Because, you know, he is, so it's funny.
I just really like it when Jan says, dude looks kind of queasy.
Unfortunately, I'm not in the voice acting of Hellsing, but I did some zombie walla back in the original Hellsing, so go.
You recognize that, right?
That was you!
It's familiar to me. I think mine might have to be, why didn't you drink the blood, you idiot?
I recommend pissing yourself. Followed by a course of praying to your impotent God.
I got to do Leaf again, so I got to do the, shit, you're fucking dead!
I haven't had much time to come up with a favorite line, but I think so far it's, well, that's one more step to earning my paycheck. Now, where did I put that helicopter?
How has being a part of Hellsing, like, how does it connect with your ordinary lives? I'm kidding. Yeah, besides being in the studio all the time.
I get a lot of offers to bite necks.
That doesn't surprise me.
Actually, I think Hellsing is the only, I think it's because of Hellsing that I've actually been recognized on the street outside of a convention. You know, like, you know, I'll walk in a convention and people go, oh yeah. But I was actually in Montana parking my car in Michael's getting arts and crafts, and it was raining, and some woman knocked on my window of my Toyota, and I sort of said, yes? Are you Crispin Freeman? Yes. If I go into Borders and buy a Hellsing manga, will you autograph it for me?
I did hear that in your review, actually.
You know the great irony of that, right? I've only been recognized once in public by somebody I didn't know, and it was, weren't you the guy in I My Me Strawberry? Strawberry eggs?
Well, with me, Hellsing, thanks to Hellsing, people have actually seen something I'm in. Because I'll go to like conventions, they'll be like, what have you been in? All this stuff up. Like, no, never heard, no. Hellsing? Cool. No, never heard, no. So, when they told me the OVA was coming, I'm like, yes, I get to be in something people have heard of. This is awesome.
I pretty much just am Jan Valentine's. That's how I got the job. That's my life. That's how it is.
Ralph?
Yeah, you know, all I think about is day and night is being Walter. I want to be an angel of death. Can I please be one?
The only time it's ever impacted my life, was one time I was in Starbucks, and I guess they show the original Hellsing on one of the cable channels, I think Stars or something like that, and they had a marathon of it, and there were two guys in front of me, who had watched it, and they were like, hey man, did you see that Hellsing last night? That marathon they had? It was like, yeah. The guy's, yeah. Those British accents are really fake. They suck. And I was like, guys, they're all from London. They're all from England. And I go, oh really? And how do you know? Because I produced the fucking show. That's how
I got one good one. My one good one also is I was at Borders Books buying a copy of a comic book called Violent Messiahs by Josh Dussard and Tone Rodriguez. I'm getting in line and I turn to my right, and in line next to me is Tone Rodriguez, the artist of Violent Messiahs, buying Hellsing. And we both look at each other and we both pull out Sharpies and trade and sign.
That's awesome. And I haven't had time to have it affect my life before. Although strangely enough, the first time I heard the word Hellsing, I was having ridiculous like facial prosthetics and blood and scars applied to my face, and we were talking about anime. I was talking about anime with the makeup guy, the special effects guy, and he says, "Oh, dude, do you know Hellsing?" I'm like, no. He's like, "Oh, dude, you have to," and he totally got into it, and he was all like, as he was like, cutting my face open and putting blood on it. So that was my first memory of Hellsing. So that impacted.
I was wondering if you guys could play any character besides the character that you play, what would it be? Or who would it be?
Walter. I'm not saying I would play it well, mind you. This isn't me saying I would do a good job of it, but
I'm actually a huge fan of Walter myself.
I recommend pissing yourself, followed by a course of praying to your impotent god.
Not bad, right?
Saris, myself, I would play Saris.
not dress as, but voice. Voice, not dress as. I'm just saying.
You're not supposed to talk about that right now.
If I had a choice, Integra. I mean, come on now.
Your voice.
Search and destroy! Search and destroy!
They're eating my people.
Have you considered being the voice actor for like movie trailers since you have like a manly voice for it?
While my voice can go deep, that's not where my voice normally sits, as you can tell when I'm just talking.
He normally
so-
talks like this.
I normally talk like this.
He's putting it on for you.
I'm a fairy.
I know. We do little things together.
Yes, we do.
The trailer thing will probably happen for me if I continue voice acting when I get older. Most of the guys who do that kind of trailer stuff, that real, in a world where Alucard is king, those guys, you need a little age. You need the chords to get a little bigger and everything else. The problem is that a lot of guys who can do that, that's all they can do. And once they sort of develop that tone in their voice, it's harder for them to do higher pitched characters. So right now I'm enjoying the flexibility. That will come in the future.
I was wondering how much of the manga you've read or are familiar with, and how that, if at all, has affected how you approach the characters.
I'll say, I don't think any of the actors have read the manga, and I kind of like it that way. Seriously, I've read all 8 volumes. I've read the official Dark Horse translations. I've had separate translations that my friends have helped me out with, things I didn't quite understand. We take it apart. I take time and we take everything apart. As long as I know what's going on, they're cool not to. They don't need to know that stuff. I don't even know if most of them want.
When I'm working on the show, I want to know the show. I want to know what the script of the show is before I go in and everything else. But if I go and read the manga, now I've got 2 different competing stories in my head because they're slightly different. And I can get in trouble because I'll try to work something in that I know is in the manga but isn't supported in the script, the screenplay. So I would rather not read the manga until we're done with the stuff. Then I can go enjoy the manga because it's a different experience. But I want to make sure that the animation that we're working on, and I want to know that before I go in, but I want to make sure that is consistent and whole unto itself before I start looking at other things.
I want to ask you, have you guys ever cosplayed as your characters before?
Crispin, have you cosplayed as your character?
Yes. 5 years ago, in that fancy Hellsing booth we have downstairs, Taliesin basically, when we were recording the TV series, asked me, he said, hey, would you dress up as Alucard? And I said, he looks like a pimp. I'll do that. It was sort of the first character I ever thought, yeah, maybe I do that. So they made me a costume, and I dressed up as the character, and no one believed that I did the voice. It was hilarious. I was standing in the booth downstairs in almost the exact same position 5 years ago, and they had a big sign saying, Crispin Freeman, voice of blah, blah, blah. And people would come up, and I'd be in the costume, and think, nice costume, you sign this? Sure. Who are you? I'd play the voice of Alucard. Yes, sure you do. So, yeah, but they got me the guns, which is really cool back then. So, yes, that was my first and last time.
What was some of your weirdest jobs before you became actors or producers or directors?
Well, before I fell into this rabbit hole of voice acting, I was a high school English teacher for a couple of years. I wish I'd gotten that response from my students.
That's Mr. Sights to you.
Don't stand so close to me.
I very, very briefly had an internship with the coroner's office, learning how to do grunt work, pulling people apart and going, didn't I go to high school with this? Dude, hold on, let me get my yearbook.
So Taliesin is a method director, is what we've discovered now.